What's up, YouTube? I'm the Albuquerque Animal Whisperer, and today I'll be doing a little bit of urban exploration. This tunnel here is known as Devil's Den. Back in the 70s, a bunch of Satanists used to come here to sacrifice cats. Eventually, it got so out of control, they had to bar up the entrance, but then someone came along 10 years ago, broke the bars off, and since then, this has become the most popular tunnel in all of Albuquerque. And right before I even walk in, I've noticed there's this puddle of dried blood, or what appears to be dried blood. I have no idea, but whatever the case may be, this is the perfect example of why going in places like this can get really sketchy at times. And the first thing you'll notice right when you walk in is the wall-to-wall graffiti. I'll never forget how surprised I was when my friend showed me this place for the first time. I was like 13, and at that point I had never seen anything like it. Whoa, this definitely wasn't here the last time I came in. Looks like someone might actually be living here now. But why would they need a big pile of bricks? Let's see what's in the shopping cart. Looks like some branches, probably for firewood. I know this may seem sketchy, but I think I'm gonna still keep going. Now you're probably thinking that this tunnel is just a dead end, but there's actually 3 separate tunnels coming up. This one on the left here is the smallest one. It's actually so small, you have to army crawl the whole way through, which is why I don't ever really see myself making it to the end of this one. There used to be some steps right here, but obviously someone broke them off. Then here's a manhole cover, or as I call them, checkpoints. The 2 main tunnels here are the one on the left and the one on the right. I won't be going in the left tunnel today. It gets really uncomfortable after a while. You have to crouch down, which really hurts your back. Let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do a separate video. Maybe I will at some point. But for now, let's check out this one here on the right. If you look closely, you can see 2 checkpoints coming up where the light comes into the tunnel. Here's some pretty sick artwork of the anglerfish from Finding Nemo. What can I say? You can never go wrong with Disney. Here it looks like there's a soup can, but why would someone be eating soup in a tunnel? I swear I find the most random shit in here. I'm pretty sure this is one of the few drawings that have been in here ever since the 70s. I'm not gonna lie, this one looks pretty creepy and demonic. I can definitely see why they call this place Devil's Den. Alright, so here we are at the first checkpoint. There used to be some really cool artwork of like the devil or a demon or something, but of course someone had to paint over it. At this point, people are just painting over each other's artwork just because there's pretty much no more room in this tunnel with all this tagging. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Pac-Man Rated R. I swear, where do people even come up with this shit? This looks like the Sea Witch lady, Ursula, from The Little Mermaid. Looks like there's someone that comes here a lot that likes Disney. Here's the second checkpoint. It's obviously a lot different from the first. There's these bars to catch all the tumbleweeds and debris to keep it from going in the tunnel. Keep in mind, these tunnels are connected to the ditches, which connect to the river. A lot of people think that this is called a sewer, but it's technically known as a storm drain, where all the rainwater comes through. I know we're getting pretty close to the end. This is like the darkest part of the tunnel. If I were to turn off my light right now, it would just be pitch black. I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. I can see a little bit of light, so I can tell the end is right around the corner. Here's this cross-joining tunnel. I have been to the end of this one. It takes like an hour, so I definitely won't be doing that today. Then here's another checkpoint. For some reason, there's always a bunch of sand and rocks and shit this part of the tunnel. So here's the third checkpoint. Obviously, it's just like the second, except there's this padlock door. It does have a lock on it, so it's not like you could climb out of the tunnel. So now, it's about time I start heading back, which is always the sketchiest part about being in a tunnel. Whenever you're this far in, it's always the fear of the unknown. The worst thing that can happen is if someone comes in. And sure, I mean, I've had people walk in on me in here plenty of times, and most of the time, they're cool and it's no problem. But one time, like 3 years ago, I was in this exact spot and I could hear someone come in and it sounded like they were stomping around and they were threatening to kick my ass and they even threatened to kill me. And at this point, I was cornered, so I had no choice but to face them. So I walked through this whole tunnel, and once I got to the end, like when I was at the entrance, he was standing at the left tunnel, and this guy was freaky as hell. He was just standing there like twitching, and he was like, "Hey, can you come in here and be my friend?" I mean, I've had a lot of creepy shit happen to me while exploring tunnels, but that was probably the worst. And then after I just hauled ass out of the tunnel at that point, and luckily 3 of my friends happened to be walking up the ditch. He ended up chasing us all down the ditch to the park where their car was. We hopped in their car and got away like at the last minute, but it was just fucking crazy. Here's Mario and the mushroom guy, I don't know his name. Some of this artwork is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. Here we are back at the entrance. Looks like the coast is clear, which is definitely a good thing. Alright guys, so there you have it. This was Devil's Den. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.